It get hotter in the summer, yeah. Hotter in the summer. The winter don't stand no chance. It's hotter in the summer, yeah. Hotter in the summer. The winter don't stand no chance. Hotter in the summer.
Front in your back, be careful who you hugging, you dab. Cause these niggas ain't your brother like that. Don't really love you like that. From the land of snakes, trying to be a great. Trusting everybody that I love, that was my mistake. Turn me cold-hearted to a savage. If you fuck me over, I ain't giving out passes. Doing big shit, we ain't doing nothing average. Hotter in the summer if you ask.
It get hotter in the summer, yeah. Hotter in the summer. The winter don't stand no chance. It's hotter in the summer.
Went from wearing Chuck Taylor to Balenciaga. Sweaty think I'm rubbing on the genie bottle. Giving nada, saying nada, I'm just pushing product. I made my waves in the winter, now my summer hotter. Move too swift for all the lame shit. You asking for a favor, how I know we ain't the same, bitch. Watch how I in and out lane switch. They trying to earn cheese off a K, but they ain't switch.
When I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Tempo's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never come down, cause the coast racking up the flight miles. So high, I might never come down, so what, this is my lifestyle. Wait a minute. Yeah.
Yo, what's going on, Geek Corner? This is your boy, Urs Mac, the mad scientist.
And it's your boy, Boogie Blends, visionary.
And your girl, Vievo.
Vievo in the
The way that the camera is set up right now is emphasizing my 5 head, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Wasn't even paying attention. See what? So you break.
Yeah.
You know what's funny though is that I feel like women in general are self-conscious, right? But men don't pay attention to the things that you bring to our attention. It's like, oh man, eyebrows are separate. I was like,
unless you're trying to roast us, then you'd be noticing everything.
Oh yeah, see, yeah. But see, what the roast is not started by us though. I don't think we really start the roast. I think when we get flamed, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pay attention now. I'm about to cook. I'm about to cook.
You know, I do find that before it get like I be laughing off a lot of stuff before I start being like, you want to roast for real? And they'd be like, nah, oh, okay.
You're like, how much?
That was good though. That was funny.
Friendship?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it was funny,
but welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Orange Phoenix Show. As you can see, you know, we consolidated shows now. Now it's not just 2 of us, it's 3 of us. It's myself, Boogie Blends, and Vievo, where we talk about all things of geek culture. And we got a jam-packed show for you guys today. And man, doozy of a show, man. You know, the video game industry is in flux right now. But just like the ticker down there, go ahead and join our Discord. The link is in the description below. A lot of good content in there. There was a lot of conversation today, especially on the Pro Wrestling Talk channel and in the Anime Addict channel. There was some anime recommendations, and shout out to DJ Darkness 810, part of the Geek Corner Discord. He recommended the Red Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world, which is a isekai anime, and that comes out January 2025. And basically, it's about Asagaki Togo, basically a Red Ranger, part of the Ranger Squad, and somehow he gets transferred into this mystical world. So this is
What
actually
you mean Red Ranger? What you talking about? You talking about Power Ranger?
Like, indeed, yes, indeed. Just like
Whoa.
Thanks,
Bust Unplugged. Welcome back, brother.
Hey, yo, man, listen, shout out to the UK Connect, man, all the way from the UK. BU, what's going on, BU? He was on the show yesterday.
Yeah.
He
nice,
was listening.
nice.
Yeah, he was
Thank
listening
you for
yesterday.
your continued support.
Yes, sir. Very much appreciated.
And also, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell, and share this video with like-minded individuals like yourself, because hey, the more likes we get, the more we spread out to the masses, and you guys can have conversations amongst yourselves and us. So
that's right.
Over this past weekend, man, how you guys doing, man? I'm trying to stay dry. Well, what's going on with y'all?
It's been good. We went to Asheville this weekend. We hung out there this past weekend. It was great. It was it was a little bit rainy, a little bit spotty, but other than that, man, that didn't stop us. Mm-hmm. If you're a foodie, Asheville is a great place to go try some new food and get some good food. At a decent price point, because a lot of times you think you go to these tourist attraction kind of cities and you think you're just going to get hit over your head. And, compared to where we live, even where we live now, it wasn't too much higher. So I could definitely appreciate the price point and how close everything was. We took a hike, and let me tell you, hiking is not my forte, but because I am scared of heights. I am very, very scared of heights. But we went out there and we went up this hike, and it was a really, really beautiful view up top. There was at one point where I was like, I think I'm good right here. And she was like, can I go? I was like, yeah, do your thing. Mm-hmm. So she goes up and she comes down. She was like, that's what it looks like up there. And I was like, wow. All right. So I kind of muscled my way up through the rest of it, and we got to take some cool pictures, and it was a really very pretty view. So I'm glad I went up there. Man, but I used every single muscle in my entire body going, because at one point I was like, we still going up, bro. I cannot believe we're still going up. And I'm like, I'm just taking the camera, we still going up. Yeah.
What was the incline?
Yeah. To be honest, I don't know. I could probably look at my watch, and my watch would tell me it's charged now, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I went on a hike way back in Salt Lake City, and it was basically a big circle. So you could go up one way or you could go up the other way. And so I was looking at the map this one is less curvy. So let's just, it's more straight up. So let's just go up that way. And the other one was zigzaggy. I should have went up the zigzaggy way, because the way I picked was at a 20% incline. But I'm not good at math. So in my head, I was like, okay, I usually set the treadmill to 10. So I should be good. But I didn't account for that. No, that means it's like this.
That means it's double.
We got 15 minutes up the mountain, and I was like, you're going to have to roll me down this hill.
Right.
Hey, man.
Right? You would think going down is easy.
Hiking is I did a hiking journey in Arizona, but shout out to Travis, because he's a member of the Geek Corner as well. And he does all this hiking. He's like an outdoorsman. That's what he does. He'll go out on the weekends, get a hammock, and he's that type. He called himself the mountain man because he got a long beard or whatever. So he prides himself on that. So when I hit him up, and he was like, all right, we're going to meet up around 4 something in the morning. I was like,
what?
Okay. So
that's before business hours.
Pardon me? Yeah.
But there's reasons behind that. So this Arizona, right? So if you're hiking, the sun is not out. And so by the time we finish our hike, the sun is out. And this is Arizona heat. So by the time we finished with the hike, it's already dead hot. And we was done. And I really didn't enjoy it. I mean, it is rocky. I'm not really afraid of heights because I do roller coasters and all that other stuff. So it's
Ooh.
yeah. So
No
I'm looking
shot.
down, and I was like, wow, oh, it's kind of neat. I took some pictures and stuff. Did like the Randy Orton pose. Right, I did all kinds of things. Like, it was wild.
Cool,
but
cool. That's cool.
would I make it an
Hey
everyday
man, mad
thing though?
respect.
Nah, would not.
Mad respect to the people that do it every day, because you saw the people out there with their sticks.
Yeah.
70 years old with their hiking sticks, just hey, how you doing? Just up and down, cavalierly up and down the hill.
Moving too, like they were moving.
For real, bro. And I'm like, man, I
over here with my little water bottle, like I'm about to die.
listen, and I'm not joking. Carrying babies on their shoulders. Hey, how you doing? Have a great day with a whole baby strapped to their back. Crazy, but more power to them. I wish I could do that.
You know what I thought about? That when you said that, when they're walking up the hill with the sticks, is that Price is Right game? Like that. Like yodeling. He feels so. I don't know why.
We showing our gray hairs, ain't it?
Easily. Man, yo, okay. Before we get into the show, man, because we got a lot to talk about. We got Bungie. We're talking about the video game voice actor strike and Game Informer no longer, a magazine after 33 years. But there's some controversy surrounding that.
Mm-hmm.
But okay. So before we jump into this, what was y'all brand of cereal on Saturday morning?
That's oddly specific question.
Yeah.
Oddly specific question.
Yeah, it's not the same cereal that was on Friday morning. It's a different cereal.
It's Saturday morning cereal, yes. You got your cartoons, you need your cereal.
Fruit Loops or Honey Nut Cheerio. Wait. Yeah, Fruit Loops or Honey Nut Cheerios.
I think
Frosted Flakes. I could
Frosted
never
Flakes.
get enough Fruity Pebbles. It tasted too artificial. Like it was like a rainbow in my mouth, and I was like, I can't process this.
I think the more sugar it was, the better.
I watch too much anime. I
was like, man,
anime form.
I don't know what it was. And fun fact about me, I don't like really crunchy cereal. I like a cereal that tastes good, soggy.
Isn't all cereal initially crunchy?
Wait, it is initially crunchy, soggy. I'm saying I like it a perfect texture. I want one. I'm not saying
soggy. You letting it marinate. You pour the milk and you just let it.
I mean, it's gonna do that, right? It's gonna. There's gonna be. You don't have 2 spoons trying to shovel it all in your mouth before it gets soggy, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna get soggy at the bottom. So I like a cereal that I think tastes good soggy, because I don't want to be disappointed because some cereals don't taste good soggy. There's some that you intentionally try to eat faster. Tastes good soggy?
Yes.
Apple Jacks.
Oh, see, he got one off the rip. he was waiting to answer that question.
Apple Jacks. Straight out. So
y'all should just eat oatmeal if that's the case. Cream of wheat.
Okay, so for me, it's going to be Apple Jacks. Like my mom still got a picture of me as a toddler, in my high chair, stuffing my face with Apple Jacks. Like she just caught me in the middle of the act, just crunching on it, and that's always been my go-to. Fruit Loops is also, and I love King Vitamins as well. Like some people don't know about that, but
I don't.
Yeah, so King Vitamins. It's the discontinued cereal. Huh?
I said, what store did you get this at?
What bodega did you show up to?
Where did you buy this? I ain't never heard of that cereal.
What corner store did you show up to talking about, let me get the Vitamin King?
Bro, listen, that was in the grocery store. That was in the regular grocery store. It was a picture of a king, really, and he was eating cereal, and it's called a King Vitamins. But there was a method to eating this cereal. Okay,
this sounds like a butterfly cereal.
So she googling that right now. She she's googling. I know she
Let me
googling.
find out
If I can find a picture.
King Vitamin cereal. Oh my gosh, it actually popped up. What the hell?
And see, King Vitamin cereal. See?
Wait, are they chocolate circles?
No, it kind of look like it don't look like Ninja Stars, but
This
it's kind of
looks like
like
Captain Crunch.
but it did taste slightly better. I'm not even gonna hold it.
It was just discontinued in 2019. Actually, it looks like you can still buy it places.
Wait, whoa. For real? You did ask?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't guarantee the freshness of it, but it looks like you can still get it. So your cereal dreams can be realized.
You fucked me up with that.
I can get King Vitamins, man. Hey, I'm gonna need you to send me that link so I can get this kid on the
He gonna be over there eating some stale ass cereal.
Hey, you said it was still being sold in some place.
But it's probably stale as hell if they discontinued it in 2019.
And dude said it came in the bag. No, it came in a regular. It came in a regular box. He's not a class. It came in a regular box. Dog. And milk for sure. God. Milk for sure.
Milk or water? What?
Okay,
water
so true story. Check it. True story. So the doctor misdiagnosed me, right? So he told my mom I was allergic to milk. And I was like, I think I just had bad milk. So it was like, nah, you can't have regular milk. So it was like, either it was lactate, which obviously the lactose ain't in it. And that was super expensive milk. So the days I had lactate, I had no choice. I had water because I was scared to use regular milk because I feel like I was going to get sick. Until one day I just say bump it and I tried regular milk and I was like, all right, like I'm straight, I'm Gucci, give me 2% and I'm all right. But either way, King Vitamins. There's methods to King Vitamins, okay? That was some good ass cereal for starters, but you couldn't just like, you know how you just pour milk in the cereal, boom, you just start eating it. All right, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, just wait about a minute and a half. Just wait about a minute and a half.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because if you eat it right away, you're gonna tear the roof of your mouth up. Because it's it's like it's so good, right?
Ouch, it hurts, but it's so good. Yes, give it to me.
Yeah, it hurts. It hurts.
They do have a cup for
once the
people
roof
like
of your
you.
mouth start tasting salty, you done did some damage.
Wait, I feel like when I was younger too, because my parents were older, and so of course they would have older folks cereal, and so I really was partial to like shredded wheat. But the thing was, it's like it was the shredded wheat that you actually had to pull apart. But when I tell you, I would take the little sugar dispenser and just be like, I probably ate a week's worth of cereal or of sugar in one bowl.
Yeah, it'll get you. It'll get you, especially shit like that, right? It'll get you.
I kill cereal like I used to kill fruit snacks.
Now I'm about to.
Yeah,
I go through a box because I go through a box of cereal. It don't last a day, and like moms be like, "I just bought you that box." I was like, "Hey,
oh yeah,
that's so many carbs."
Oh, my mom wasn't having that, right? If it was one of them things where like she went to the grocery store and it came back and it was gone in a day,
you ass out.
Oh no, she would be tight, bro.
We would start eating the grape nut cereal.
Yeah. Then you reduce to like that trash cereal.
That is a cereal that actually is good soggy. So I will.
Okay, boom. There we go. There you go.
Oh man, which one?
Grape nuts.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, I know people who warm the milk in their cereal too. But
that's King Vitamin right there for the listeners. For the watchers out there.
That's not the King Vitamin I'm looking at. The King Vitamin I'm looking at is a cartoon.
Oh yeah, see they graduated. They graduated. It was Quaker. Quaker made it. You see this right here? You had a free night mask in that box. So you can actually make the mask and you look like a knight.
That is so never mind.
That is some gimmicky. That is some gimmicky shit.
I was
I love gimmicks.
That sounds real British.
Man, but it was some good ass cereal there. It was good ass cereal. I'm just saying it was. But yo, so I asked my girl, and I totally forgot about this. Right? I say, because she was eating cereal. I was like, "Hey, what you eating?" She's like, "Raisin Bran." I was like, "Raisin Bran? Give me that dry ass."
I could never trust somebody who chooses that. If you choose that,
it's a valid healthy alternative to all of the sugary cereal options we
Raisin
have.
Bran, you got
Raisin
Special K. There's
I was like,
Magic Spoon. There's a whole bunch of different ones, but like Raisin Bran,
bro, I judged her immediately. But I think she told me this way back when. But I think you know how you got a bad memory, but you replace it with a good memory. And I think that's what it was. I'm like, nah, she was eating Crunch Berries. It wasn't Raisin Bran.
Crackling, was it Crackling Oat? Yes, Crackling Oat Bran. I loved that.
Crackling Oat Bran? What is that?
Yes.
Crackling.
Leave me and my old people cereal alone. I eat that for days.
Hold on, I gotta find this. I gotta find it. Crackling.
And they didn't discontinue it. You can still get it.
Oh, that was shade. That was shade. That was shade.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was, at least I can still eat my cereal and it won't be stale.
Yo, I've never seen this. I've never seen this cereal before in my life.
Oh, that is. So
I've never seen
funny,
this. Is that Midwestern? Is that a Midwestern?
This is already my favorite episode.
Potentially.
It's already. Yo, Crackling Oat Bran, man. What is that? Is that a square?
Yes.
That's a square? Hold on.
Yep. It's a little square O thing. Actually, it's an O.
Oh my god. Oval cereal, man. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, yep. There we go. Hold on. Let me share this for the masses.
We have to follow up to this episode, and all of us have like a bowl, and we test each other's cereals.
Yeah,
I'm down for that.
I'm down for that. Like Crackling.
That should be a Patreon. That should be a Sunday Patreon show.
That definitely will be. That'll definitely be a Patreon show, which means y'all should subscribe to the Patreon.
See, and even it's high in fiber and everything. Like they got the little berries and like the little cinnamon sticks. It's good.
Hold on, I'm gonna just see him.
I've never been conscious of that until the last like 2 years. Before that, I was like, the more sugar, the better.
It said crunchy sweet oven baked oat cereal.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what trash ass cereal is. The Corn Pops. I hated them shits.
Oh yeah,
I hate it.
Wait, wasn't Corn Pops and Kix like basically the same thing?
Nah, Corn Pops had sugar. Corn Pops had sugar, but it got soggy like that. It was like that Stripes chewing gum that lost flavor like in less than a second. That was Corn Pops.
You would be putting all those pieces in your mouth
to maintain the flavor.
Have a wad of gum that big. Yes.
Yeah, Corn Pops is the Stripes of cereal.
Y'all are unlocking core memories for me right now.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Honeycombs.
Man. Oh yeah. What?
I don't think I ever ate honeycombs. Well, actually, no. It had like honey sugar on it, kind of like Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah.
I feel like that one got soggy real fast too.
Hey,
you had to hurry to eat it.
Hey.
Yeah, smacks right there. Dig them. Hey, get that frog. What about Tricks? Can't forget Tricks.
Right.
Man, I know we got the reservation, man, but okay. So let's get into some Bungie news, man.
Side quest.
Yeah, we definitely did a side quest for sure, man. So, Bungie laid off like how many? 220. 220. And then
they're going to be apparently moving in another 155 and integrating them in with Sony.
Mm-hmm. And it says, according to PC Gamer, it says former Bungie devs show fury and sorrow over layoffs following the revelation that the CEO of Bungie, Pete Parson, allegedly spent $2,414,550 on vintage cars in the past 2 years after the final shape was released, which was good, by the way. And then you lay out 220 employees, man. Like, what is y'all take on that?
So I remember, was it the Nintendo CEO at the time when that company was facing cuts?
Mm-hmm.
And he did the honorable thing and rolled back his own salary to ensure that the employees didn't get laid off. Because we are in such a materialistic world. Like, money does make the world go round, and we are so, especially in the US, so materialistic. It's like ingrained into us. And it's like, who knows how many millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars he has. Like, you couldn't just potentially take one for the team. And I just pulled up another article basically saying that he actually issued a response to those layoffs, and the title is Bungie owner Sony responds to the Destiny 2 studios massive layoffs in the most corporate owner way possible. We have to enhance the efficiency of the business. Well, maybe we should start with your salary.
Yes.
For one.
Yes.
You said this is coming from Sony Interactive Entertainment, or this is coming from
Bungie?
Oh, this is coming from Bungie. Got you.
Well, actually, Bungie owner. So, well, no, it is coming from Sony.
Yeah, that's trash. That's trash.
But I mean, if you think about it, so they did this last year too. Last year they cut like 900 Bungie employees, and then so now they're cutting 220 more. And all I'm here. It sucks. I recently got back into Destiny heavy. When Final Shape came out, I've been on Final Shape heavy. That's all I've been doing. So this saddens me, right? But I'm here to present the flip side of the coin, right?
Okay.
The flip side of the coin is Sony bought Bungie for $3.6 billion in 2022, right?
Mm-hmm.
At that time, even then, they laid off, I think it was like a few hundred employees. They changed leadership up. So this is something that's happened already. Then they started putting out false stuff. Bungie starts then over-promising, starts selling stuff that they can't deliver, right? And they pretty much overextend themselves on a game marathon, right? That nobody asked for, right? But this is supposed to be their new flagship, as Destiny 3 was never in production, right? So Marathon being that flagship and them overextending, overproducing, the DLCs are plummeting in sales year after year after year. And Sony is like, bro, I paid $3.6 billion, which some insiders are like, you overbought, but you think that this is like post-COVID sales, like people are inside, people are spending mad money on video games. They had money to blow. And they started working on shit like the Destiny 2 mobile game canceled. Some old game reboots canceled, new franchises canceled. So they just blew a whole bunch of money because they overextended themselves. And now Sony is like, listen, if you can't handle it, we got to handle it. So we're going to put our people here, which, mind you, is who put the Final Shape together, is these new Sony CEOs, which has been like the best DLC yet, in my opinion. So moving forward, they're like, listen, we're just not going to have paid DLC anymore. It's just going to be free. We're still going to support it. I think these new episodes go all the way out to 2025, and even past then, they're going to like continue to support it and update it. It's just not going to be like paid DLCs like you're used to. They're going to be small ones like Into the Light, if you remember that, which was great because they brought the Onslaught mode. So that's the other side of the argument that from Sony is like, is it totally bad? It sucks because a lot of people lost their jobs, and it sucks because like they couldn't manage their money and manage their resources in a way that was realistic, and now they have to pay the price, and that is their own dumbass management that led to that. And I totally understand that, but I think Sony taking the reins from here on out could be good, could be bad. You know, I think it's fair to let them go ahead and take a shot and see what happens with Destiny.
I mean, that's valid. It's just that it just really sucks that you have a lot of dedicated people who have given, you know, decades of service to the company, and they wake up one morning and they're like, you're no longer employed. And, you know, this entire, like, in society, you know, when you're leaving one job to go to another, it's customary and respectful to give 2 weeks notice. But at the end of the day, if they're going to fire you or lay you off, they don't give you any type of notice. They just do it. And so it's like, why are we still continuing with this, you know, oh, I need to let them know. Like, when at the end of the day, they would, you know, they wouldn't bat an eye at letting you go.
Absolutely.
Because I just wish that they would have handled it in a manner that would have at least given the employees that were you know, designated to go into layoff status. I understand now that the employees that they did lay off have 3 months of severance. Like, I think they got 3 months of severance and other benefits, and that's great, because that's more than what, you know, other companies would do. But at least give them some kind of notice so that they can prepare themselves, so they don't just wake up the next morning in like a panic and potentially get PTSD, because it's like everything costs money. Like, in this economy, everything is expensive. It's like it's expensive to breathe. Yeah. And so, and I mean, it's like, just like give them an opportunity to make plans. Like, I understand that you're covering them for at least 3 months, but one, in that particular industry that they have skills in, everybody's getting laid off in one shape or form, or because there's been a rash of layoffs. And so admittedly, it's going to take them a minute to possibly find alternative employment based on their skill set and in the industry in which they were trained. And so it's like, just give them some kind of notice so that they can set up a plan, like a plan going forward. Let them know ahead of time, hey, just to let you know, effective this date, we're going to put you in layoff status. However, you're going to have X, Y, and Z benefits. So they have like 2 to 3 weeks beforehand to start preparing and getting their money right.
I think the thing is,
if they had stock too that they hadn't invested yet, that they lose that.
It just went away.
They lose that. So that's another terrible thing that's happening.
I think, okay, so like when it came down to Bungie, because I followed Bungie, and we all did, from the humble beginnings of like Halo, right? I bought the Halo, the platinum pack, the metal casing, and they had the making of, and you saw these developers like going to town and working on this game, and then they even had a LAN party session, like they went to someone's house, like they were small. And you look at where they're at now, and I think corporate has a negative spin on it, because on one point you got the developers that are creating this game, but then you got the big wigs over here saying beat this deadline by this, and developers might like, hey, here's this idea because the player is gonna like this. Nah, take that out, make it a DLC, make them pay for it. But wait a minute, what about that? Okay, so when you put the game out, and then when us as players are like, this shit sucks, and then now the big wigs is looking at the developers like they suck. I'm like, wait a minute, we told you like what they will like and what they won't like, and they're the ones that pay for it in a way. But I say it's bad optics for sure, like with Pete Parsons spending all this money on classic cars while people are losing their jobs, because that's indicative of the movie Fun with Dick and Jane. Like, people lost jobs, but this man out here playing golf on the golf course, he ain't got a care in the world.
And the
So-
CEO got his comeuppance in the end, but that's not the reality of what actually happens. And that's not the reality. And
Well, I
even,
think it was
remember
important.
when they. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I think that it was important that they, like, instead of, okay, when Bungie and Destiny 2 has always been hot since the day it dropped. Since the day it dropped, it's been hot. People been playing it. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's steady. It has a big fan base. People get mad at it. People be talking all this shit about Destiny.
I'm one of those people, even though I play it.
But people play it, and I'm people too. I am people. So like, same shit. I be talking shit, but here I am grinding out, trying to farm my gear and stuff like that, doing dungeons, trying to get. It's the season of solstice right now, so I'm going hard. So, but anyways, I derailed myself talking about the solstice.
You thinking about the solstice? He's like,
no, I derailed myself right there for a little bit. So instead of taking that time and all those resources, all that fresh money that they just got from Sony to put into the development of this game, why not take that resource and build on your chief moneymaker, which is Destiny 2? I understand you want to move forward, you want to add to your legacy, right? Halo had its run for 20 years.
Woo! Yeah, it was a minute.
You know what I'm saying? For a hot minute. Destiny itself has been out 10 years between Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. It's been 10 years now, which is good. But I mean, bro, you still got time. I feel like you still have life left in the game, right?
Oh, yeah.
So why not really take that time and put it into that plan to strengthen that live service game and use it as a model for other titles moving forward? Like, I get it. You want to add to your legacy, and Marathon is your response to that legacy. But like, like you have to be realistic, and you have to deliver on the things that you promise. And if you're not being realistic, and you have like these myriad things of arbitrary projects that you're wasting money on, it's hard to do that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I still think it sucks that Sony laid everybody off. And I don't think that that's right to do in any situation whatsoever. But I do wish that Bungie would have made those right decisions at the very beginning, rather than waiting until it got way too late. And this dude Pete, bro, like,
you can go to hell.
Wrong things, player.
You can go to hell.
Yeah, you can go to hell, bro. That's just great.
Because you know what?
He's directly responsible for that.
Yeah, easily. I think, because I know we got another subject like with the voice actors, because I'm gonna save that soapbox for that particular subject, because I feel myself veering into that, and like, because I was gonna go in, but as far as Bungie is concerned, like, y'all right. Like, Destiny 2 has been a staple. I know I've been on Destiny. I have a love-hate relationship with it. I remember I was balls to the wall on it. Like, on it, grinding, and then got burnt out, and then I came back, and then I got burnt out again, and then I came back, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna put it down.
Basically, I mean, they really improved upon Destiny 1, but then at the same time, it was overwhelming.
Yeah.
And then they made it super grindy in the beginning, which honestly turned me off from it. And so I had to put it up, because I was like, why is it taking me like months to sit? And then my equipment would be good for like a week, and then all of a sudden I would have to go back, I'm sorry, but for me, Destiny is also fashion. I can't have my Titan saving the galaxy looking like a trash can. And so it was really distressing to me that I just had to equip whatever was highest at whatever blue gear was highest, and have my Titan out here looking crazy and homeless.
Yeah.
While trying to save the galaxy. And also, their drops, they still need to work on their drop algorithm, whatever, because what?
Yo, to bust your ass on something, and you get this trash ass drop, man. What?
And you be doing like the raids and nightfall and the strikes, and you're supposed to, what is it? Whatever that
dungeons,
yeah, all of it, yeah. But it's like what is the gear called? It's like the
exotic, legendary.
Yeah, you're supposed to get like guaranteed, and then sometimes when it drops, it's like the same shit that you already have, or it's at the level that you already are.
Yes,
pinnacle gear, or one or two points lower, and you're like, how the hell is this supposed to help me? Like, my character has been cruising at a 1948 power level, and I've been playing this thing for like the last 2 weeks, and I'm like, what? Can I get to the 2000s? No.
And Dude said that's why he stopped playing the First Descendant, because it had the same thing, trash drop rates. Man, bro, just listening to my homeboys get pissed, because like, bro, they'll go through something over and over and over and over and over again, and they get these trash drops, and they still don't get the thing that they want to go out for. I've been a victim of that, and I'm sitting there like, what is this?
What's also funny to me is like the difficulty levels. So remember in Halo, there was like, was there 3 levels or 4? There was like easy.
I think there was 3.
Yeah.
Oh, there might have been 4. There might have been 4.
I think there was. It was like moderate. I think they had like what? Legendary. That's right. We're not grinding.
Hey, shout out to Willie, man. Listen, he is a Destiny 2 vet out here, man.
I love Destiny, bro.
Somebody needs to help me get past the last level, because I, for the life of me,
let's do it.
Did not get past the swiftness.
Let's do it. I got my Titan built out.
Hey, matter of fact, Willie's a Titan too. He's a Titan player. Yeah, so all of y'all Titans, Titan players,
which is crazy because I'm usually the only Titan.
Oh Lord,
I'm usually the only Titan. You know, people like they love warlocks and hunters.
With this hunter defamation, man. I don't like that. Surrounded by Titans out here.
You say you're a what?
I'm a hunter.
I mean, I get it. I feel like most people are hunters and warlocks. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I'm usually the only Titan. So know that I'm a Titan, she's a Titan, and Willie's a Titan.
Yeah, Willie's a Titan. Hey, but listen. I mean, if y'all want to get some drops though, I'm dead nuts. Like, Black Hand do get together. They do get some stuff done. Like they do, Crucible strikes, raids, and all kinds of stuff. Like because of them, I was able to get into Destiny. I wasn't sticking with it like they're sticking with it because they're still sticking with it right now. Not to the level that y'all are.
Come on back home, man. You want to, bro.
I'm too far gone, bro. I'm too far gone.
Okay. I will say one thing about Destiny.
Man, I ain't played Helldivers in a minute, man. I know they just dropped off. They just dropped the Federation joint and a new level. You know what's funny though? Like I can't start my Helldivers. Like it'll black out and then it'll stop. So I'm probably have to bite the bullet and buy it on PS5 maybe. Yeah, they said they got you at an auto update. Oh, they got an auto update to put you at 1900 light level.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Oh, okay. All right. But as far as Pete is concerned, I feel like Pete need to go. Like he need to go away. Like he needs to do something.
I think that's the plan.
I think with it is very shitty that it came out that you spent $2.4 million on classic cars while people was getting laid off. And
now I'm a car girl. I do like cars.
Yeah.
But where are you gonna drive all of the cars?
Right. Listen, man. Look, this right here, like as far as Orange Phoenix is concerned, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, as CEO of Orange Phoenix, man, when we blow up, and we will, When we blow, we will. I guarantee y'all be straight. Y'all getting paid. That is what it is.
I always felt that if you take care of your people. Mm-hmm.
I'm at the point where I'm about to start slanging bricks.
Stop selling dope back in 1986. Yeah, y'all know about that.
You gotta survive out here, bro. You gotta survive out here.
Start at OnlyFans with feet pics or something.
You know what I'm saying? It's really sad that someone in charge went selfish route and did not take care of the people who got him there. Yeah.
Basically,
easily.
Yep.
It does make your life a whole lot better. At the end of the day, when you have people that are, fiercely loyal to you and want to work for you because they know that you have their back, and you fight for them, man, and that those are your worker bees. I don't know why you would want to have a bad relationship with them. That's crazy, and to think about it like that, that's he looks like the type to do some shit like that. Let's just say that.
Yeah, easily, man. And going over to the next topic, and we have another set of layoffs, which is the end of an era. Game Informer magazine is no more, man. For 33 years, according to USA Today, the GameStop-owned magazine announced its closure Friday after 33 years of offering news, reviews, insights from the ever-evolving world of gaming. The outlet thanked its audience for decades of support in a farewell titled The Final Level. The post was not written by the editorial staff, who were laid off Friday without prior warning. They were 70% done with the new issue that was going to come out. And there was a woman that was going to go on maternity leave, and then she finds out she got fired along with other staff.
That was
what kind of shit?
That was
oh Lord have mercy, bro.
Yes,
that should be criminal, bro.
Yes,
that should be criminal to just up and just be like, funny you asking for some time off because we finna give you
all of it.
Mad time off.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that is so dirty, bro.
Bro, I don't
can't
even
imagine.
I mean, GameStop has been on the struggle bus. They've been riding that struggle bus for a real long time.
Hey, it's their fault though, man. Ain't no way that I'll come out the gate and I got these stack of games and all you're gonna give me is $5.
Yeah. I'll give you this paper clip and one corn chip.
Yeah. I got some lint in my left pocket. Would you like some of that?
Man, I just bought this game
last week.
It's still in the
shrink wrap.
Right.
Yo, I tried to return a game that was still in there, and they were like, "Oh, we can't take it unless it's out of the shrink wrap." So I took it out the shrink wrap, and they were like, "Yo, you can't. I can't take it today since I seen you do it. You got to bring it back tomorrow." And I'm like, "What type of shit is that, bro?"
Right. Well, let's say it didn't change.
I swear they be making stuff up.
Yeah, it's like that pop copy episode from the Chappelle Show.
Say why? That's why.
If they have Windows, tell them we have Mac. If they have Mac, tell them we have Linux. And if they have that, just tell them the whole system's down.
If they don't ask for the manager, you are the manager.
Can I help you? I am the manager, P. Can I help you? That shit is fun. That's exactly what that is, man. And it's crazy because, I think Willie has a good idea, or a good point. Because back in the day, they used to have the cheat codes in there. You could see the codes. They'd have tips and tricks. They would have, what was that one article, that cow article that was satirical? It was like a satirical kind of review. Mm-hmm. Those were always super funny to read. But also, I think people just don't read anymore, bro. It's crazy to say out loud, but it's becoming more and more and more apparent that some people just don't read. I mean, for the most part, and it's not that there are people that don't, but it's just I feel like there's less and less and less as the generation gap gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
I think the route that they took was very shitty because the staff didn't even know. It's like,
oh yeah,
what?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Absolutely no warning.
Yeah, like, what do you mean it's the final farewell? We still got a magazine to put out. We 70% done, and it's like, nah, it's done for real. You out of here. Pack your stuff and be out. And I'm like, yo, like what is this? But I will say this though. I will say that Game Informer magazine is possibly for it lasting for 33 years. It is the last one standing as far as gaming magazines is concerned. I'd rather have Game Informer than IGN because I feel like on some occasions IGN is bought. Like when it comes to like certain gaming companies, like
Facts.
You know, you giving certain games a 7 where it's really not, or giving it an 8 or 9 where it's really not. So it's like,
yes,
Game Informer was giving you the real. It was telling you, it's like, yo, this game is trash. This game is not. They had no loyalties to anybody. They was telling us, the players, what game is cool, what game is not.
Agreed.
So it's like, it hurts me that this Game Informer is on. And honestly, I love it when Game Informer used to come in the mail for me. Like up to last year.
Bro. We used to bring that shit to school, bro. We'd be like, yo, we got the Game Informer, and then we'd just be passing it around the classroom and shit. And people
Yes,
like
sir.
this.
Yes, sir.
But you made sure you got the demo disc out of there first.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I remember that.
We had
you get the demo disc.
Game Pro magazine, Electronic Game Monthly, Game Informer. What was the other magazine? I feel like there was another. Oh yeah, obviously Nintendo Power. You know, duh. But Game Informer, man. Yeah, Willie's right though. It's not that they don't read, but it's like the reach to the audience with the new generation. Make it digital. They got audio, kind of on the podcast tip, which I feel like they should have done that.
Or even YouTube. Well, you should say podcast. I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
and see, BU said, I remember when they used to have demo discs. Man, that was like a proud moment though. Like, it's not, I feel like if I'm over Game Informer, then yes, I'm gonna change with the times and I'm gonna have my own YouTube channel, like a Game Informer YouTube channel, like IGN does. But obviously, Game Informer is gonna give you the more unbiased type of opinion because you know, I feel like IGN do give games an unfair shake. If they don't fatten the pocket, nah, you ain't gonna get the real. You're not gonna get the real.
Honestly, I just be using IGN for walkthroughs.
Yeah,
true.
Like, I just need tips to beat this level, so.
Yeah, he said demo discs used to be a better treat than toy in a cereal box. It was. Yep. It was.
Hey, what was one game? What was one game that you guys remember being on the demo disc pretty consistently that you were just like, I need to get this game?
I don't know if my memory goes back that far.
I think Crash Bandicoot used to be on there a lot. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot.
It used to be on there like Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, and that's a must cop. Crash Bandicoot was a 100% must cop.
Mm-hmm.
I think Twisted Metal was one. For me, that's Twisted Metal was always on the demo disc, and that was a must cop for me.
Oh yeah. Game Informer did a lot of good for us as a consumer, and what it gave us, I think, is a super shitty way that they went out. I feel like it should preserve the like the integrity of Game Informer, like let the magazine die, the magazine itself, but you know, like Vievo said, like YouTube channel and stuff like that, like, you know, have a resurgence of Game Informer. Like, don't let Game Informer die all the way, and don't be bought. Like, don't be paid off to give great reviews on something that you know full well is a trashy game.
What are you going to do though? To be fair, what are you going to do when you're not changing with the times and you're not appealing to your audience the way you're supposed to, and you're not engaging with your audience the way you're supposed to, and you're not being like generationally aware, like almost, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, the way that it went down is shitty. But in either way, it was bound to fail. You know, whether it was going to be like extreme immediate layoffs, or if it was going to be a slow decline. Like, which one is worse, ripping the Band-Aid off or just like slowly going down? It's almost like a pick your poison kind of thing. You know what I mean? I feel like at some point you do got to take like some kind of control of your product and maneuver it.
Well, I mean, it probably already was in a slow decline. And then they just kind of was like, all right, we're just going to rip the Band-Aid off. Still sucky the way they did it, but because I can't tell you how many, like,
In all honesty, I remember last time I got a magazine in the mail, and that bothers me because I get it as a surprise. I'm like, oh,
really? Willie came with the banger. Willie came with the banger.
Whoa! What?
Hey.
Whoa!
Armor Core is my shit.
And one more.
This one has stuff on business law, so I'm actually gonna read it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Man, so hopefully these writers actually now honestly and truly, some of these writers that wrote for like IGN or other gaming magazines are creating their own channels, and they talk about certain things. Like Charlana, I do follow her on YouTube. If y'all haven't heard of her, go check her out. And she give her thoughts and opinions on certain things, and she's not bought. Like, I will say that. Like, she talks about gaming awards and how that works out, and how the inner workings of that. Yeah, we're like, oh, you're a lawyer. I need help. It's on the Vievo. Like, I need help. Help me. Help me.
You.
I'll give you a lawyer answer. It depends.
Yo. So what our last topic is the voice actors, man. So the video game actors are on strike, and the actors have once again picked up their picket signs, but this time members of the Screen Actors Guild are striking against the video game industry after negotiations for a new contract governing interactive media and video games fell through. The guild began striking on Friday, the 26th, preventing over 160,000 SAG-AFTRA members from taking new video game projects and impeding games already in development from the biggest publishers to the smallest indie studios. So the disagreement was over worker protections around AI and the actors union. So how do y'all feel about this situation with the video game actors on strike?
Well, didn't they sort of come to an agreement on the actual voice actors, but the disagreement was like the motion capture actors and their performances, as well as the stunt people, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm sorry, but if they're lending their artistic talents, whether it's movement, voice, their physical well-being, they should be protected.
Yo, and shout out to BU, man, in the UK, man, our UK listener out there. You have a good night and good morning, sir, because this man has been listening overseas for like the past couple of weeks. So shout out to our United Kingdom listener. Yeah, man, listen, this is what I'm waiting on. This is the one I'm waiting on right here, as far as getting on my soapbox.
Go on.
So, first of all, let's start with Mortal Kombat. Let's start with that. Somebody paying $100 for this game, which is not 100% done. Then you just got a new DLC that's like, correct me if I'm wrong, listeners. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like an extra $50. So you spending $150 on this game. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And these video game companies are taking the cheap way out by not protecting the voice actors, or not probably not even paying them the way they need to be paid, and still charging us $70 for a game, or $100 or $120 for a game that is not 100% like completed, or whatever the case may be. Like, why is that? So Cygnus said PlayStation decided to carry a gaming industry on his back. And if you got the Ultimate Edition, and even that is not done. So my thing is this: if I'm a voice actor, nah, you're gonna pay me and you're gonna protect me and what I do. But
Well, do you remember back? This was big news. Was it last year or year before when they were talking about what voice actor was it? Was it affiliated with the Super Mario?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't remember. They did it to more than one voice actor, but basically they were originally, one was a woman, and then I think there was the voice actor for Mario. I can't remember the details. All I remember though is that they were compensated like bottom of the bucket for their initial voice performance, and then when they came out with
Bayonetta?
the reboot, yes, it was
Yeah.
yes, but I think it also happened with Super Mario in some way. But Bayonetta, this is the one I'm actually thinking of. Like they didn't bring her back or even contact her about coming back, and they paid her like maybe $1,000 for, it was some piddly amount for how successful all of the games were. Like they really try to, like, the actual talent, they always try to undercut them.
Yeah.
To save their bottom line, which is absolutely ridiculous.
My question is, us as consumers, what can we do to reset that? Because these video game companies are just pumping out games that don't have staying power. Like, for instance, the first Descendant. I started playing that, but after a minute of playing it, you know, because I played it for like consistently for like a week or whatever the case may be, I'm like, this feels very familiar. I don't see myself staying with this game. Or these hero shooters like Overwatch and Paladins, you know, the game modes are the same. It's just the characters are different. Like, you know, no staying power or whatever the case may be. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
PUBG and Fortnite.
I love Paladins.
See, but you like Paladins, right?
Paladins.
But how is it different than Overwatch though?
I mean, they're MOBAs, right? I mean, it's a type of video game. I feel like they are very similar, and a lot of the abilities are very similar. But I feel like you're going to get that in MOBAs across the board. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like okay, if you're going to use that kind of stuff in your games, you got to make it free. You got to make it free. And if you're going to make money on ads, I don't know how that works legally, but if you're making money off of somebody else's work, you need to give that person their credit. Like, in my opinion, that person deserves their credit for the talents that they put. Now, if you want to put something that you're going to sell and plan to sell, I just feel like it would be in your best interest to just, pay for the talent. And cutting the corners, I think, is just really just stupid. It's not the play. It's not the play.
Yeah, you're making millions of dollars, like, off of us. Like, I think us as consumers, again, have to hold these companies at a standard, because they give us what they do, how they advertise. They give us cinematics. They don't give us gameplay right off rip. Like, especially when they introduce stuff. Oh, but here's the cinematic movie or whatever, or the case may be.
Cyberpunk?
Yeah, like Cyberpunk, that wasn't the developer's fault though. Like, you know, Project Red and all them, like, okay, you got to put this game out this date right here, don't matter. And it started off trashy, but now it's like leaps and bounds, like a night and day difference of it, right? But again, give developers time to make the game how they want to make it, because they know how we are with a particular game. Like, don't micromanage these developers on what they're doing, or, you know, these game designers on what they're doing, and don't sell us trash. Like, don't charge us $100 and this game gonna be trashy. Star Wars Outlaws, I was gonna play that thing until I look at all the price points of it, and I was like, really? This is an open world Star Wars game? Like, come on, man. Like, I don't want it. Yeah. I don't want it. I don't want it anymore. So
Willie said that was your shit too.
What was? Which game?
That Star Wars, I think. I think
Man, he lying. He lying. Star Wars was not okay. Here's a prime example: Helldivers, right? Great game. They charge $40 for the game, $50 if you wanted, like the little mini game that's on your ship or whatever. Live service game. It had 400,000 players that was on this until Sony stick their greedy little hands in that shit and said, "Hey, you need to put a PlayStation code in. If you don't have it, create one." And there's some countries that don't have access to those type of accounts, and then the player count for Helldivers dropped significantly to like 20,000, 29,000 max. So, like, you could have just left that game alone and let it sell the way it was going to sell and leave the rest of it alone. But, and it wasn't nickel and diming us either. Like, in the game, you could earn the currency to unlock that stuff that you want to unlock, right? Or you pay $10 at best to unlock it. It didn't charge you 60, 70, $100 for it just to say, "Hey, we made millions of dollars off your back." That's what I liked about it.
Yeah.
So
no, that makes sense.
Destiny players who have spent so much money, so much.
And that's when I got back on my Destiny soapbox when I was first talking to it with Erkin, that was my gripe. I was like, "Yo, I'm trying to get back into Destiny," but they want me to pay $60 for an expansion, and then I got to go back and get this expansion and all this. I'm not paying all that. You got me fucked up. There's no way, bro. No way. And I was so tight because I wanted to play with my friends, bro, because they were playing this shit, and I was like, "Bro, it's been a minute. I want to play." Yeah. Especially one of my boys, Rich, and he can't play right now because he just broke his TV. He just moved to Alaska, and he's really going. He wants to play so bad. He's going through Destiny withdrawals because we all leveling up. But like, I was so mad at the price point, and then after I bought it, they were like, "All the expansions before this one are free," and I was like, "So I had bought it when it was $20 before what all was free," and I was like, "What the?" So I was so mad, and then I was like, "I'm not buying Final Shape though. I'm gonna rock this out," and I was rocking Final Shape. And I was rocking Lightfall, and I was like, "This is boo boo. I don't want to."
It was so bad. And then but on top of that, like before Final Shape, all of the DLCs that they had released prior to that, were like,
I don't buy 2K, by the way.
I was like, I would get to the end, and I'm like, "So where's the rest?" Like, I distinctly remember playing the Shadowkeep DLC, and I was like, we got to the end with Eris, and I was like, "So what's next?"
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
And all those expansions got terrible review.
Lightfall was just trash.
Garbage. Lightfall was garbage. I do like this stasis. A lot of people shit on the stasis. I think the stasis is, or not the state. Yeah, I think the stasis is fun. Or the Strand. Strand, I meant. Strand.
Yes, Strand. I liked Stasis. Was that was Beyond the Light, right?
Yeah, they were. I think Lightfall was Stasis and
Strand. Strand, yeah. I liked because it gave basically Titans almost like a hunter move set.
Yeah.
And then
I feel like
Strand or Stasis was like, well, this is basically just a Arc Titan except with crystal.
I feel like we were eating a whole lot more in the 90s and the 2000s video game wise than we eating right now.
Mm-hmm.
And reason I say that because Willie said 2K, but back in the day it was 2K, NBA Live, NBA Jam. There was like so many games. NFL, you had 2K, Madden, Game Day, Quarterback Club, NFL Blitz. You had all that. You had variety. You had, it was And then when you got a game, you got a full game. And then of course you got codes that you got to put in. That was a great time because it replayability. You can keep doing it over and over and over and over again, and you never really got tired of it. And we was eating, and nobody was really greedy like that. The video game industry wasn't greedy; they were just giving us what we want. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, NBA Street, like you know.
But
So
even outside of video games, our lives are nothing but microtransactions at this point. If they see an opportunity to charge us for it, then they're going to charge us. I mean, just look at cell phones, for example. Like I remember back in the day that if you wanted to get an upgrade, you could get an upgrade, and 9 times out of 10, you wouldn't have to pay for the new phone, or it would be like a super promotional. It may be like $100, $150 at the most. But you would get the newest phone that was out if you re-signed your contract for 2 years.
yeah,
Nowadays, you basically now you have to lease the phone in addition to the plan. And so like, and they're charging you full price. They're not like they're charging you full price for the phone when you lease it, or they'll give you a promotional price for the phone, but it's still like $1,000.
you being called again, people. You being called again.
You telling on yourself now.
I used to be one of those little third-party mobile retailers that would stand in the kiosk in the middle of the mall, talk about, "Hey, come over here, I can get you out your contract." Like that was me.
Yeah. So you know.
Yeah, and so like, and then on top of that, iPhones used to be really good, and now like they're kind of garbage right now. My iPhone 14 Pro Max. Yeah, I used to have it. I can't with you.
You know,
you
don't have no problems over here in Android land. We ain't got no kind of problem.
It's the meta.
I can't. I don't know if I could go back to Android. Like I tried. I don't think I can. I feel like I'm addicted to Apple, and I think they know.
Hold on. Do Rick James. His whole aura. I seen it.
Yeah.
I got too many app. Like Apple is pervading my life. I have too many Apple gadgets.
If you got the whole ecosystem, that makes sense. Like if you got the watch, you got the phone, you got the computer, you got all. I mean, it makes sense.
Oh no, I got a Legion as a computer that I was able to go away from because I used to have a MacBook. I was like, "Fuck this! I want a gaming laptop." And I feel like Apple would really clean up in the gaming laptop industry if they actually made an actual gaming laptop. And not to say that you can't game on existing Apple.
I'm gonna tell you about Apple though. Apple is some underhanded snakes, man. Nah, yeah, there's some underhanded snakes, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Son of a bitch, Apple, you.
Because I think Samsung is number 1 in sales, and I think it's like that. But you know that green bubble situation, how it shows up green. That is Apple. That is all them. They deliberately made it that way. They can easily make it where everybody can text that way, but they make another phone company or another developer make it look unsightly from another. So that's why you hear that argument all the time. Oh, you got that green bubble. You know you got an Android. Honestly, they could change that. You know, anytime that iPhone have like this new feature, is something Android had like a few years prior. It's like, oh, you can rearrange icons on your screen now. Y'all just not doing that?
What you mean? Oh, you could put your own picture on your background now.
The Evo, I used to have like the different Evos. Like I actually miss that phone a little bit.
So they also run Facebook. Apple,
but I do like iPads though, like the iMovies and stuff. I do like that because it's some crisp stuff on there. But I do like this phone, right? So
is that the Gal? What is that?
This is the S23 Ultra. Yeah, S23. I can do times 100 on the scan. Yo, so I pick at my girl about this all the time, right? Because she got an iPhone, and she says, "Oh, let's take a picture." She's like, "Oh, it looks better." I'm like, "A little better on what?" Like on my phone, don't it?
It looks better on what? Say it.
Like say it.
I will give Android phones that their cameras be crisp. They be capturing the soul.
Yeah, it does. It does.
We got this little toy right here with the little
I'd
stylus. We
use
can
that
take the pictures
immediately.
out and all that.
And she was like, "What is that over there?" I'm like, "Hold on." I turn the camera on, times 100. Whoop. Like there it goes. Like you can do that. You can zoom all the way in like that. I'm like, yes. There's power in your hands. That's what it is. It's that power. Willie said he got the S24 Ultra and they scared.
Oh,
This man is a lawyer. Like,
Yeah,
and the man
it's
is
stat.
a lawyer. Stat immediately. I don't blame the voice.
too,
Okay.
as far as the voice actors too, you know what I mean? Like, because I mean, AI does use inspiration, if you will, right, from other sources that they can. So, are their voices being manipulated to sound unique? 100%. You know, so in theory, is that their work that they're using to get paid for? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But how do you prove that? Like, how do you govern that? How do you regulate that? And I know that is to not use it at all. Exactly. That's the only
not use it at all.
And that's one of the huge, like one of the biggest conversations in the legal community right now is AI, its responsible use, and how to regulate and use it. So like within the last year or two, we've had so many like different seminars and workshops talking about AI. Because I don't know if y'all heard, I mean, there were a bunch of attorneys that were using AI to write briefs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it was all well and good up until like it was citing case law from cases that never existed. And attorneys were just turning that in to the judge and judges. And they were like, where's this case? Like, look this up. Case didn't exist.
Yeah.
Like AI for all of its advancements is, I think honestly, it's cool, but it's also terrifying. And I feel like people forget that Terminator was actually a thing. And
that T-1000.
Like, y'all don't remember what Skynet did, like.
And to be fair, I mean, because I work, I'm kind of in this space, right? There are dark web GPT repositories that have information that you can't get from ChatGPT. So like, to think that AI is not already being manipulated for malicious purposes is super naive. You know what I mean? So it's something like that's coming. To what extent? Right away? I don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah. But something like that is 100% coming, because like the internet is a disgusting place. You know what I mean? It can be anyway. It can be.
Yeah, it can be.
I say I hate the internet at least once or twice a day.
Yeah. And listen, ChatGPT. Let me tell you something. That don't take that away from me. Don't take that away from me. I needs that. I needs that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna need that ChatGPT now. I ain't on it, I ain't scratching for it or nothing like that. But if I'm like Willie said earlier in the chat, that AI can be, as a tool, but it should be a replacement, because that's absolutely true, especially when it comes to actors and extras in movies and voice actors, because people don't want to be stingy and don't pay them to do their job, and they want to cheapen it by using AI, or they want protections against AI as far as their job is concerned. Like that's wild, because and then they're going to have the audacity to sell us a game that probably have nothing but AI voices in it, and they're going to think we're not going to pay attention to it. Prime example, Final Fantasy 15. That wasn't AI, obviously, but the voice actors in Final Fantasy 15 was like very monotone. There's like little emotion to it. You know what I'm saying? Final Fantasy 16 is night and day different as far as the voice actor is concerned, because the emotion behind their speaking. Like, I can, I'd rather have a human emotion to it. That's the whole basis of an RPG. Now I'm just speaking on RPGs, but any other game like Gears of War or anything that is story-based or story-driven or whatever the case may be, like it has to go that route. But I think we do have to hold video game companies at a certain standard. Like, we got to put our foot down and not buy trash and say, hey, this is what this, we're going to continue to pay $70 for this game, even though we know it's continuously is dumpster juice. And like,
right. If you're going to charge me for a premium game, if you're going to charge me full price for a game, that you would normally have to pay somebody to come in there and do it, like, that's what I want. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to cut corners right there, then I need the price to reflect that, or just be free.
Yeah. The problem is, though, is getting the unity of the consumers.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Like, I feel like in recent times there have been very few instances of consumers actually coming together and saying this shit is trash, we're not doing this. Except what I can think of is the Sonic movie.
Oh yes,
when they
cyberbullied the piss out of that.
Oh, they did. They were like, oh no. They were like, what the hell is this?
Listen, like, it was supposed to release next week, and they released those photos, and everybody was like, absolutely not. And they were like, movie has been delayed.
They were like, yeah, you're right.
We bullied the shit out of those people. They were like, yo, this is Sonic.
They was.
Sonic who?
Yeah.
Who this crank
it was terrible. Like, the initial scene stills that they
Sonic
released.
And Fingers? That ain't Sonic and Knuckles.
What is this?
Sonic and Fingers. Yeah, it is.
What is this?
That ain't Knuckles. Who's that? Who's that? Heads? That ain't Tails.
Literally, it would take us bullying the shit out of these companies to actually see some real change. But it's like,
yeah,
I don't know. Going with the new generations, it's like, I feel like it's very hit or miss with especially the newer generations and their like, they can mobilize, they definitely can, but I don't know that some things are like, I feel like between generational gaps or divides or whatever, like, some stuff is more important to, like, say, our generation than to their generation. And so if we were really to want to see that change, then we all need to come together for a common cause. But then our society is highly individualistic, so that's, I don't know.
So do you think like the video game, comic, kind of nerd culture community in general is, like, generally pretty good at speaking up when they don't like something? Like,
yeah.
I would say that yes, within their individual fandoms, because I feel like, okay, so you have the overall group of nerddom, geekdom, whatever. We're all united in that, like, that we all have those types of interests. But then we are also really busy within our group, our individual interests, in arguing with each other about why our interest is better than theirs. Kind of. Yeah. And so it would take all of us to band together to effectuate that change, instead of getting caught up in arguing, well, Call of Duty is better than what is the other game that they're always arguing about? Call of Duty versus not Fallout. What is the other game that came out around when I don't play it? I should know it.
Oh, you're talking about Battlefield?
Yes. Like, that's an example. Like, you have people that are strictly Call of Duty and people that are strictly Battlefield. Can they reach a common ground? Why did you put that up there?
I'm gonna have nightmares. Why did you pull that up? This is an abomination, bro.
This was almost real. This was almost real.
It's like they put somebody's face, superimposed it, and then made, like, cartoonified it. It was so bad.
It was almost real, man.
Wait, now
almost
you
gave
have
it
to
to
show
us.
you have to show what we bullied them into giving us. You have to show that.
Oh yes,
Please do.
for sure.
So they could take like the bad taste out of our eyes.
Yeah. Matter of fact, there's a night and day difference of it.
Okay, you got the side by side.
I got a side by side. I'm able to get a side by side. Hold on. Man,
that is what nightmares are made of, bro. That shit was terrifying, bro.
So this is not what nightmares are made of. Cause I can't believe they actually gave her this, man.
Did you see that motherfucking nose, bro?
Yeah. So.
Yes.
Yeah. See that?
Oh my god!
Like I just don't understand what made them think that the top was anything remotely acceptable.
Right.
Like,
who signed off on that?
Like who really?
Who was looking at it and was like,
somebody who never played Sonic.
I like that. You did something with this one, Johnny.
And then
the world's not ready
like,
for this.
He had like man legs too. Like they weren't even Sonic legs. They were like human man legs with fur, with blue fur.
Yeah. Who decided? Man, listen, that was just trash altogether, man. I don't understand why that was a good idea. Like John said, it was like, yo,
all of our viewers, if we band together, we can be the change we want to see. Sonic is an example.
We can say, stop charging us $70 for a game that's not even 100% complete.
Right.
Like, don't do that.
Back in the day, weren't they like $35 to $40?
Yeah, 50.
Yeah. Act like Helldivers 2. Act like Helldivers 2.
I mean, the entire DLCs cost like $100. Not even the full game. The DLC. I know because you know, when all of that stuff hit the fan with like Final Shape, I was like, oh, well, I'm not gonna buy Final Shape. But then when it actually released, I was like, well, I'm gonna buy the Super Deluxe Edition because I want access to everything. So I marched my happy little butt over to get my credit card, and it was like, let's get that $100 DLC and all the seasons that I'm probably not even gonna play.
See, I just downloaded. I got PlayStation Plus, so I just downloaded Miles Morales on Spider-Man. I'm like, it's free 99. I'm gonna go ahead and rock with that. I'm gonna go ahead and I played Valorant for like 15 minutes. Didn't like it. It was free, so whatever with that. So I'm trying to find a game that I can sink my teeth into. Obviously, NCAA football 25 is I got that.
I wonder how much athletes are making off of their name, image, likeness for video games.
I think they got a check. I forgot how much it was for it. And I think Manning, he didn't want the check. I think he wanted like royalties or something like that, which is smart, honestly. What is I'm playing on PS5? Final Fantasy 16. They need to go ahead and announce Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. Give me the date on when it comes out. Like, I need to know that. I need Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero. I need that in my life.
I can only play Baldur's Gate. Actually, I can play Baldur's Gate for like ever. And somebody
Baldur's Gate is your crack.
Anyways,
it is your crack.
One of my friends sent me this article. Wait, I'm about to read it. Well, I'm not going to read the article, but I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna read you the headline. Wait, let me go to Instagram. We're gonna go to messages. Okay, so he sent me. It's an IGN.
Why you looking?
It's an IGN article. It says nearly 200,000 players or 200,000 Baldur's Gate 3 players effed the bear. And then he was like
680,000.
He was like, "This is a safe space." My exact response was, "I have not pursued that romance. My character is currently horns deep with the white-haired sassy elf."
See. So I'm gonna ask you this question. Now I need you to look into the camera, Vievo.
Okay.
Now I made a comment saying that Baldur's Gate 3 is your crack, and you looked at the camera. Is it not? Is it or is it not your crack? Baldur's Gate 3. Pretend you at interrogation. This is a flashlight. Is it?
Yeesh. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, I'm not even through all of Act 2, and I think I put close to 80 hours into that game.
See, games like that though, playability.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
100%. 100%.
Because you can come back to it, you can play it. That's stuff I like that. Like even like I'm off of Destiny 2, but still yet though, Destiny stood the test of time because it can be duplicated in that regard, as far as what it gave the player. You know, I mean, yeah, it's not 100% grade A perfect, but it did set a certain standard as far as that type of game. You know what I'm saying? So, and then Call of Duty got the audacity to give us Modern Warfare 3 with this small ass campaign, like nobody gonna notice. Like the voice actor from God of War was like, my speech gonna be longer than the Call of Duty campaign, and the developers
called them out.
It was pissed.
Bro, to be fair, I didn't even know that people play the Call of Duty campaigns like that. I don't think I've played a Call of Duty campaign since the first Call of Duty.
You're missing out. Well,
really?
I can't say that. Well, so I think I stopped. Let me preface by saying that Modern Warfare 2, the original one that came out in like the early 2000s, that's still my favorite one, and I still think that there's legit a lobby that still play that game religiously. And then they tried to remake it and it was ass. I stopped playing it, I think, when it was the World War II, because I couldn't.
Yeah,
like I signed on, I think, like
I actually kind of like that
after I signed on after the day after it released, and people had already figured out like how to hack or cheat codes, and I was like, this isn't fun because I spawn and I get killed. Like,
that's true.
Also, I wasn't a fan of the guns. I also really didn't like Advanced Warfare. I think that was the first one where you could you had the exosuits.
Biosuiter.
I didn't like that.
That's what that is. That was dumpster fire. That was like my experience with Call of Duty was when I played Battlefield Bad Company 2. I got off of Call of Duty for years, because it was like fully destructible environments and stuff was falling down. You could die from debris, and somebody goes into a building, you can blow that building up with them in it. And I was like, I like this. And then Advanced Warfare, and I didn't like that. And my first Call of Duty game after the fact was Black Ops. And then, slowly I jumped back on the Call of Duty train, but I was still giving Battlefield my time until Battlefield started to have that decline too. So it's like
Black Ops was the one, bro, because zombies was always just there,
and
bro.
I think they're supposed to. Isn't there a new Black Ops coming out this November?
Yes, Black Ops 6 with zombies. Speaking of zombies, they need to give us a Left 4 Dead 3. That what the fuck they need to do. But you know what?
I've been playing Left 4 Dead lately.
I got triggered.
I've been playing Left 4 Dead 2 lately, and I forgot that you can't sprint and you can't ADS. I completely forgot you can't do either one of those things in that game. And I was like, how the fuck did I used to play this so hard?
Oh, did you guys hear? Have you heard of the game Until Dawn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So apparently they're supposed to be doing like a live adaptation show of it.
Oh wow.
I think I saw the article either earlier today or yesterday, but apparently I'm actually and apparently is it a live action? Is it a live action? I'm pretty sure. They're supposed to be turning it into a show, and I hear Peter Stormare is going to be involved, which is awesome.
Oh damn.
That's
a good idea.
That is a good idea. Yeah, I kind of got off of zombies. I was so used to playing. Which zombies was it that was it Keener de Totem? What was the one where you were stuck in the movie theater? It was like an old opera house. Was that 3?
Oh, that was like the first zombies that came out. That was like the very first zombies, right?
For Call
I
of
feel
Duty?
like that was. I don't know. I think that was like. I think that was 2.
I'm not sure. Not sure.
I feel like it was 2 because I know like the zombies after that. Was that the one? Like one of the levels was like on the moon or in space or something like that. I don't know. I just got so set in my particular, like I liked these maps and these were my maps.
True.
And then when they came out with the new iteration,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, it's like you got your system down. You're like, you get these 2 doors, I get these 2 doors. Don't come over here and don't be killing my zombies.
Right. And I remember playing. I forgot what level we got to, but my Xbox couldn't keep up with the spawns.
Yeah.
Like
there
were so many zombies that my game was glitching.
Kill somebody.
So angry. My little 360 was working so hard.
He said, try not to do the red ring.
Render to the max.
Oh my gosh. Like I remember the trick was just run in a circle as fast as you can. And they'll follow you in a straight line and you can pick them up that way. Oh, those were fun times.
Yeah. Good times, man. But check it. This is our show for today, man. And we will be back next Thursday. And me, Boogie Plans, and Vievo with some more geekdom goodness. And I'm debating this where I do an actual Saturday morning show, just me, like at 9 a.m. where we talk about like, some anime news, but that's still thinking about that. But go ahead and join our Discord. It's in the link, is in the description below. Go ahead and join our Discord server to have these open dialogue conversations and stuff like that, so we can get this thing popping off. And Willis said his favorite one was on the bus, as far as like the zombies is concerned. And where you had to transport to the Yeah.
Weren't there aliens in that too? It wasn't just zombies. It was something else, right?
Why do I feel like that was Left 4? I thought that was Left 4 Dead for some reason.
No,
Left 4 Dead is definitely the goated one, though. That's definitely a goated zombie game. Like that's the one.
Resident Evil.
I mean, like multiplayer. That's what I mean. Multiplayer. Like if you're talking about a zombie game overall, yes, Resident Evil is the goated one. Like there's no. Why are you looking like that? Why are you looking like that, Boogie? Don't tell me. Why are you looking like that, bro?
Why are you casting eyes of judgment?
I just feel like
thank you.
I feel like that's a
what?
That's a crazy claim. Nah, you don't think so? You did that Resident Evil is the greatest zombie game of all time?
It's a zombie franchise, yeah.
Greatest zombie franchise. It's probably one of the only ones in that genre, to be fair.
Yeah.
Do you think Dying Light? You think Dying Light is better than Resident Evil?
Nah.
No. Okay.
Nah.
Does Silent Hill count? No, were those?
Yeah.
That's kinda. I don't know. Silent Hill was good.
Resident Evil had you shook, man. Especially when it first came out on PlayStation.
Oh no, the game that had me shook, and I had to turn it off.
Dead Space.
Dead Space.
Yes, I knew it was Dead Space.
And I was dumb, and I was like, "Ooh, this is a horror game. Well, let me turn the lights down and play it by myself." 25 minutes.
Oh.
And it's crazy. What the way they get you is that there's no soundtrack.
No.
All you have to keep you company are the sounds of a dead ship until something pops out of the vents at you.
That is fucked up.
It's straight grab your ass. And
now I have to go back and change it. And the only thing you have is like the little, I'm gonna have to go back and play it now.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Adrenaline junkie right there, man.
Yeah.
Vievo out here being a beast. Speaking of which, are you gonna go watch Alien Romulus?
Of course.
Yo,
I'm working on a new Predator outfit as we speak.
Now before we go, You know, there was people laying out in the street in New York with face huggers on their body, and it was pulsating. It was doing this.
That's
right?
awesome.
And mofos was out here taking pictures. Like, okay, it's nice to know that you're just gonna sit there and take a picture instead of shooting it or pulling out a gun. Like, pull out a gun so they can say, "Hey, hold up, we acting." Like, at least do that. Let me know something. Like, don't be sitting here. Oh, look at his face.
I mean, well, to be fair, at the point that a face hugger has successfully attached itself to your face, there's nothing that can be done.
You can burn the body. You can burn the body.
Unless you have like one of those little space pods and you can cut it out of you before it bursts.
That's
but
true. Yeah, that's another one.
Boogie is like, what are we talking?
Bro, I would be hard pressed to shoot somebody in the face like over some shit that I've never seen before in my life. Like, yeah, I mean, I'd be like, whoa. I'd be like,
shoot it,
bro. You good, bro?
Shoot it.
If the dude was like,
if it was ever an invasion, we know who would be we would survive because
I'd be like, yo, you good, bro? Is that dead ass eating your face right now? It was like, bro, get this shit off me. Just kill me. Kill me. I'd be like, oh shit. Then I shoot them up.
They was laying on the steps, laying in the street. There was a taxi cab driver just laying in the back seat. In the
that
face
is such awesome marketing. I'm excited for it.
And I was like, y'all just gonna sit here and take a picture, huh? Like y'all don't. I just think this is okay.
And they're supposed to be doing another Predator movie, apparently.
They are.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of it, then before that, they actually had one pop out this dude's chest, like on the street, and I was like, yo. It's good that they did it in New York because obviously the gun laws or whatever. Try that shit down here in South Carolina, you will get shot.
They can't wait for somebody to trip over their shoe and fall in their yard so they can shoot a motherfucker, bro.
Hey, that's a nice looking critter right there on your face.
Yeah, click clack.
Look real good on my wall.
Got me one. Yeah, I promise.
Put it on the wall. I got burned a little bit on the hand. Apparently it's blood. Kind of burn you a little bit.
I really wanna buy a Canic handgun, but I don't know.
Man, it is wild, man. But either way, that is our show for today. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the show. Do not forget to sign up for Discord. Go ahead and support the Patreon. Do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell. And tomorrow there will be another video that will be posted tomorrow morning. And it is about Black Widow Venomous #1, where Black Widow actually has an alien symbiote.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, so one of the most dangerous assassins in the Marvel universe gets a upgrade because she has a symbiote now. And and just give you a little bit of context, just a little bit. I'm gonna give you a little bit. The symbiote can turn into small spiders and they can actually consume a human. That's
terrifying.
And get intel from them.
That's some Blade turning into mists type shit.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, we're gonna talk about it tomorrow. The video will come out tomorrow. And for the Patreon, y'all already have it. So y'all already got access to it. So y'all get first dibs, first crack at this as the show goes. So you got anything else for the listeners out there and the watchers, Vievo and Boogie?
Stay safe. I'll see y'all next week.
Make good decisions too.
Or don't.
Yep. And no Stacy briefs.
Yo, we out.
All right.